Hi everyone, I'm Sophia Smith, and today we're diving into some important changes just announced by Service Canada. In 2025, major updates are coming to CPP, OAS, and GIS benefits. These new rules could directly impact your monthly income and eligibility. Whether you're already retired or planning ahead, I'll break down exactly what's changing and what it means for you. Let's get into the details. Canada, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Service Canada has just unveiled a seismic overhaul to the 2025 pension rules, and it's going to change everything for seniors across the nation. We're talking about the Canada Pension Plan, CPP, Old Age Security, OAS, and the Guaranteed Income Supplement, GIS, revamped, retooled, and aimed at putting more money in your pocket. Their faces are lined with worry, but there's a spark of hope in their eyes as they clutch a letter from Service Canada. This is where the story begins for millions of Canadians, people who've worked hard their entire lives, raised families, built communities, and now deserve to retire with dignity. If you're 65 or older, or even approaching that age, this is your moment. The 2025 pension changes are designed to give you the financial security you've earned. But it's not just about money, it's about peace of mind. It's about knowing you can cover your bills, enjoy a meal out, or even take that trip you've been dreaming of. Grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's walk through this together. We're going to break down who qualifies, how much you could be getting, and what these new rules mean for you. And here's the kicker. There's a twist in these updates that could make or break your retirement plans. Curious? You should be. Let's start with the Canada Pension Plan, CPP. This is the backbone of your retirement income, built from the contributions you made during your working years. It's not just a government handout, it's your money, earned through decades of hard work. The 2025 updates have given CPP a serious boost, focused on putting more cash in your hands. If you're at least 60 years old and have made at least one valid contribution to CPP, you're eligible to start receiving payments. But here's where it gets interesting. The age you choose to start your CPP makes a massive difference in your monthly check. Start at 60, payments reduced by 0.6% per month before age 65, 36% reduction if you start at 60. Wait until 70, payments increase by 0.7% per month after age 65, up to 42% boost. For 2025, the maximum CPP monthly payment at age 65 is $1,533. If you maxed out your contributions, that's what you could get. But the average retiree gets about $814 per month, still a solid chunk of change. Imagine what you could do with that. Pay off debts, cover groceries, or treat your grandkids to something special. But here's a secret in the fine print that could unlock even more money. Want to know what it is? Stick with me, we're just getting started. Now let's talk about the CPP enhancements. Back in 2019, the government kicked off a plan to supercharge CPP. In 2025, it's hitting its stride. The goal? Replace 33.33% of your lifetime earnings, up from 25%. Higher contributions now mean bigger payouts later. For 2025, CPP benefits have been adjusted by 2.7% to keep pace with inflation. That's automatic if you're already receiving CPP. No paperwork needed. But the amount you get depends on how much you earned and how long you contributed. High earners who maxed out could see that $1,533 max. But even if you worked part-time or took time off, you're still entitled to a portion. And here's a little-known strategy, the post-retirement benefit. If you keep working while collecting CPP, you can still contribute and earn extra lifetime payments. Let's move to Old Age Security, OAS. OAS is like a warm hug from the government for seniors 65 and older. Unlike CPP, you don't need to have worked a day in your life to qualify. It's based on age, residency, and income. To get the full OAS, you need to have lived in Canada for 40 years after age 18. Even with just 10 years of residency, you can qualify for a partial pension. For April to June 2025, ages 65 to 74, maximum OAS equals $727.67 a month. Ages 75 plus, maximum OAS equals $800.44 a month, thanks to a 10% boost introduced in 2022. That's tax-free money landing in your account every month, money for rent, utilities, or a little something extra. But here's the plot twist. If your income is over $93,454 in 2025, you'll face the OAS recovery tax, the clawback. Earn too much and you could lose part or all of your OAS. OAS phased out completely at $151,668, ages 65 to 74. $157,190, ages 75 plus. Want to avoid the clawback? We've got strategies coming up that could save you thousands. Finally, let's talk about the Guaranteed Income Supplement, GIS. GIS is a monthly non-taxable payment for low-income seniors receiving OAS. It's a lifeline for those living on modest means. To qualify, you must receive OAS, live in Canada, have annual income below certain thresholds. For 2025, single, widowed, divorced seniors, up to $1,086 month if income. $22,056 married. Both receive OAS, up to $654.23 each if combined income. $29,376 married. Spouse doesn't receive OAS, up to $1,086 if combined income. $52,096. And here's the catch. GIS is recalculated every July based on last year's income. Earn more, even part-time or investments, and your GIS could shrink or disappear. How will you get these payments? CPP, OAS, and GIS payments arrive monthly, usually in the last week of the month. For example, April 28, 2025 is a scheduled date. If you have direct deposit, highly recommended, it's faster and safer. Otherwise, expect a check a few days later. Payments are taxable, except GIS, so plan for taxes at year-end. Service Canada may adjust payment dates around holidays, so keep an eye on their website or your My Service Canada account. Speaking of that account, it's your one-stop shop to check payments, update info, or apply online. And there's even a hidden feature there that can make managing your benefits a lot easier. Eligibility in a nutshell, CPP, must have contributed at least once. Amount based on earnings, years contributed, and start age. OAS, 65 plus, citizen, legal resident, 10 plus years of residency, or special rules for abroad agreements. GIS, must receive OAS, meet low-income criteria. Missing an application deadline or reporting income incorrectly could cost you thousands. Maybe you're sitting on your porch sipping tea, watching the sunset, or maybe you're planning a long-awaited family trip. These pensions, CPP, OAS, GIS, aren't just numbers on a check. They're the foundation that makes those moments possible. To get there, you need to understand the rules and play them to your advantage. One of the biggest decisions? When to start your benefits. Take CPP at 60. Get less each month, but start sooner. Wait until 70. Get more each month, but wait longer. Same with OAS. You can defer up to age 70 and get a 0.6% monthly increase, up to 36% boost. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps us out. See you next time.